All right, we're back. Circling Back podcast coming to you live from the Lodge. My name's Will DeFries. To my right, David Ruff.
I don't want to get out ahead of myself here, but the battle for my gut has been won.
Really?
The war will rage on. We'll see. Into perpetuity, potentially. But let's just say the good guys, we got this one.
Are there just like little like molecules just like ripping down statues and just raising hell in there?
There's a parade, ticker tape. What is ticker tape exactly?
It's when so it's a stock thing from back in the day.
All right.
Do you want the answer?
I mean, is that it?
Well, it's they used to print, before there was the CNBCs of the world, they used to print out the trades on a ticker tape. So you would read the tape and be like, oh shit, Delta just traded at $35.
Uh-huh.
And you could be like, all right, well, I want to buy it at $34.99.
That's ticker tape?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't know I was getting a serious response there.
And it's one
Which, by the way, I don't deserve a serious response.
Like no offense, that's fucking nerdy.
Yeah, well, I mean, how else you'd be like, hey, what did so and so trade at?
Did you take like history of the stock market?
Yeah, what's your
college?
deal?
No, you know a lot about the stock market.
Yeah, what's up?
At your young age, you're very wise.
I was a finance major in college.
Oh, okay.
Finance.
I was a finance major in college. Yeah, and I was planning on doing that before I ended up doing.
David's not here for
stuff.
Finance talk right now.
No, David's he's not a finance guy.
Major announcement. We got Brett Merriman in the studio today, filling in for Dylan Shivery.
What's going on?
How's it going, Brett?
It's
You're not
good.
as red today as I thought you might be, but you're
dude,
you got color.
I'm getting tan. It's summer of tan, Brett. I don't know if you know that. Also, Dave, I was gonna make a poulage joke, but I missed my window. So, like, there's the poulage situation in your gut biome.
Oh, I get it now.
Explain.
It was a poop joke early in the podcast.
Oh,
early.
Pulag?
Pulag, not
yeah.
gulag, yeah.
Oh, yes.
It's topical with Call of Duty.
I thought Pulag was some sort of finance term that I was unaware of. I really did. It's like, okay.
Boy, do I have an investment opportunity for you, Dave.
Did you tell everybody why Dylan's not here?
Dylan, well, actually, can we? So on Friday, I missed a washed media meeting that Dave, Dylan, and I have on Fridays.
Yeah, you did.
We always have a quick little meeting on Fridays.
The best thing about it was it's via phone.
Yeah, and so I started running some errands on Friday because we were leaving town later that day, and I had left my phone in my car because I did not want to have it in the grocery store where I feel like there's just peak germs. And then I walked out to my car and saw that I had a few text messages that were just like, the one that really stung was just when Dave wrote, Willie forgot. And I was like, yes, I did. I definitely forgot.
It was pretty clear what happened to me.
And so we rescheduled the meeting to be early this morning at the Lodge, and we got a text from Dylan that said, I slept through my alarm. I will not be able to make this. And then we found out that Stella has been throwing up all morning, and so Dylan's got to confront that right now.
Sure.
So, prayers up to Stella. We hope we're doing well, Stella. I've got faith that she'll pull through.
Yeah, I think so.
She had a big week.
She probably got into something at wherever they were, lake or were they at the lake, the beach, or the mountains?
It's hard to say.
Did you guys have this? You guys like had this conversation on the mail-in, I assume?
We did.
Because I was going to say, like, I was catching stray bullets on Reddit because of what you guys were saying.
Well, you're a total dumbass for your opinion on that. So
what's my opinion?
I don't even know. I assume you're a lake guy.
Yeah, but someone, and I will say, this might be the most logical thing that somebody has said on Reddit, that the Great Lakes are a different beast and they should be removed
100%.
from the conversation.
I would love to
100%.
experience that because I get where that statement comes from, but I want to see it in practice.
It's the ocean without the currents, without the scary things in it, without
salt.
Tell that to the Edmund Fitzgerald.
It's just great. Yeah, the Edmund Fitzgerald may beg to differ, but yeah, it's a good place to be. Anyway, sorry.
No, Dylan really just doesn't like the beach, which is interesting because, as I brought up, his favorite thing in the world is sprinting into the ocean.
That's true.
So I don't understand why he doesn't like the beach as much.
Well, it was funny to me when we went to Ponte Vedra Beach for the Players Championship. We had some downtime one afternoon, and we decided to go hit the beach. We were like, well, this is really our only free afternoon to go do something. Let's go to the beach, which was right next to us. Dylan walked to the beach, no towel. How do you show up to a beach with no towel?
See, I think he might be just doing it wrong.
Yeah.
I think he's does not have the experience beaching it. like one would need to make such a decision.
Like Dylan doesn't know to take off his sandals before you really start getting into like the sand, and so he's just like struggling to walk through.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like, come on, dude, figure it
Yeah.
out.
That's one of my least favorite feelings when the sand is like 160 degrees,
Mhm.
and you're just like, man, I don't need to be doing this right now.
No, it's like too hot for the feet.
too
so
hot
you're just
for
like
the
kind of
feet.
sprinting through.
That's why you need those fine, like the super fine sand beaches that are bright white.
Okay, I mean that must be nice to like just be able to
We
get
don't-
one of those.
Beach so white.
I'm getting some aqua socks, some water
Okay.
shoes. I'm just gonna start wearing them all the time.
Is the aqua socks?
Hmm.
Swim shoes.
Yeah, just swim shoes.
What are swim shoes?
They're
They're swim shoes.
What?
dude.
There was a time where there was nothing more uncool than a swim shoe.
I don't think
And
I've
the time may
ever
still be now.
heard of swim shoes.
Yeah, they're a thing.
Swim shoes are just normal shoes that are just like neoprene that you slide on your feet, and
Let me see, Will.
it makes it very easy
Oh.
to walk through like a rocky.
They make
Beach or
sense.
something.
Here's the thing. So as I can speak as someone who went to school where there's rivers and river floating and whatnot. When you went down to the river and you're waiting in line to get your tube, if you saw people with those shoes on, you would, in your own head, make fun of them, but have to acknowledge how practical wearing those on the river is, because like the bottom of the river, it parts is very rocky and shallow, and being barefoot, you can cut your feet up, get them bruised up,
Oh yeah.
but you still got to stunt with your bare feet.
Oh, we had zebra mussels like all over the place when I was
Yeah,
a
I
kid.
know.
so
You brought them down here to Texas.
We had to have them. We
Yeah.
had to have those things on.
Sh-
They are
I mean-
absolutely swagless.
Yeah. I mean, now
zebra
that you-
mussels or the shoes?
Both. Zebra mussels are
Fuck
like.
zebra mussels.
How do you like with the name zebra mussels? That sounds pretty dope.
Just
and
a
to
yoked
just be this,
zebra?
yeah, this little tiny thing, like, dude, come on.
They're decimating the local population of stuff in Lake George.
Remember to rinse off your boat
Yeah.
before you put it back in the water.
I don't know how Michigan. I don't think we totally remedied it, but they're definitely not as apparent. You used to be able to reach down, pick up a rock, and it would just be completely covered in zebra mussels.
It's a problem, Will.
It is a problem.
Did you see that the tropical storm, Cristobal, is going to go pretty much on a straight slightly northeastern path up to the Great Lakes?
Really?
So they're going to get the tropical cyclone effect of, the winds coming out of the weird direction and just the moisture, heavy rains. I'm interested to see what that does with the Great Lakes, like how that interacts. Because, I've always been obsessed with lake effect snow, just because
lake
of having
effect snow's
family
great.
in Niagara Falls. It's just because it sounds like it can be disastrous,
It's
blizzard and whatnot.
for us. It's never been disastrous, but that's when you know that you're about to get absolutely pounded, and you're going to get either a snow day, a powder day, both. Who knows?
Dude, the thing about lake effect snow, though, is like the band where it snows like 4 feet is about 10 miles wide. It's crazy.
That's crazy.
So you can drive and be in a blizzard, and then they'll get 2 feet of snow, and then you can go 10 miles and it'll be nothing.
Yeah, it's a weird phenomenon.
It's lit.
I think Lake Erie is one. It's headed more towards Erie. That's the one that's west, right?
Ooh, I'm not sure.
You really don't know?
Pretty eerie. No, I was saying I don't know if the lake effect snow goes to Lake Erie. Yes.
No. I mean like that's where the storm's gonna kind of make its way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
More on that side.
Mm-hmm. What's your favorite Great Lake, David?
Probably closer to the original Mitten.
Do you know how to remember the Great Lakes?
What is it? Tinstaffel? There's no such thing as a free lunch.
I think that's it. Yeah. Now Holmes,
Yeah, Holmes.
Homes.
Okay. Huron.
Uh-huh.
Huron's underrated.
No one's talking
Huron's
about Huron.
Is
tight.
Huron like the coldest?
No one's talking. No, Lake Superior is definitely the
Superior?
coldest. Yes, Lake Superior is the bad boy of the Great Lakes. When Lake Superior shows up to the party, it's like, oh shit, keep your girl close.
Because this lake is gonna steal your girl.
Exactly.
I'm an Ontario Erie guy.
You should be.
Yeah.
If I were you, I'd be riding for that as well.
They're kind of boring though. They're pretty. They're the shallower of the lakes. They just kind of don't.
Yeah, no.
They're there. There's tight fishing in Ontario. You get some salmon off, but
I gotta
So-
I gotta ride with the murder mitten. I gotta go with Lake Michigan.
Huron, Ontario, Michigan, Erie, Superior.
Yep.
Ha!
Good work, David.
Cool.
Can we make some major announcements right now?
yeah.
They're not that major. I'm sorry. But as you may know from last Wednesday, happy hours are only on Wednesdays now. If you want to subscribe, if you want to check it out, go to youtube.com/watchmedia. We've got all full episodes up there. We've got clips up there from certain episodes. We've got clips from the Patreon episodes if you want to, dip your toe in the water and see. Maybe dip your toe in Lake Erie.
To be clear, it's video clips, not like we're not playing grinding on loop, which would be way sicker.
If we had actual like clips doing YouTube videos on Wash Media's channel, that would be dope. Yeah. And also, we are doing the Circling Back Movie Club. Is that what we're calling it? What do we do?
We got to think of a better name.
Yeah,
I feel like the movie or book club thing's been done.
Yeah, like we got to figure this out. So if anyone has any ideas, just do it. Should we just call it something with cinema in the title, just to like make people hate us? Cinema Hour.
The Motion Picture Party.
MPP.
MPP.
Are you down with MPP? Yeah, I think that works.
Okay.
Tomorrow we're doing American Pie. If you want to watch American Pie, it is currently on HBO to stream. So just hit up your friend with a password and make that happen. Or you don't have to. American Pie is one of those movies that I feel like everyone's seen at least 3 times. And so I think you'll understand where we're coming from if you know any of the plot at all.
The funny thing about American Pie is the guy fucks a pie.
Yeah.
Spoilers.
One of the least funny parts of the movie, in my opinion.
I always thought it wasn't that great.
Yeah. And also, like, I think upon rewatching it, I think I'm going to be, like, pretty disgusted by the Shannon Elizabeth scene.
I mean, I don't know. The concept of it, yes.
Yes.
But the actual...
I mean, don't get me wrong. I had a crush on her for the entire time.
What's she doing now?
I don't know.
I bet she married a shipping magnate.
Yeah, that makes sense. It would make sense if she just did that. Actually, we should holster this for tomorrow.
Brett.
We need to do a Where Are They Now of all the shitty people.
She's from Houston.
Is she?
Wow, H-Town, stand up.
H-Town. She is...
How old is she these days?
44.
46.
I bet she is. I bet she's still drop dead gorgeous.
She currently lives in Cape Town, South Africa, and runs the nonprofit animal rescue organization she co-starred in 2001, Animal Avengers, which sounds like a tight movie.
Just like super animals that just fight crime.
Should we get her on this?
Save the planet.
Should we get her on this?
Oh, shouts to Waco High School, too.
She's from Waco?
She went to Waco High School. At one point, considered a professional tennis career.
She's tall. I feel like she could play. But anyway, yeah, we're doing movie recap tomorrow on Patreon, patreon.com/circlingbackpodcast. Should be fun.
I'm excited. We're picking movies that have either we've discussed on here or mess with Dylan because he's never seen, or just classics that we've kind of forgotten about. I can't hardly wait. I can't even remember how that came up, but like...
I think it was because I just randomly saw it on Netflix and was like, oh, I forgot how funny this was. I got to do a rewatch real quick.
Multiple people hadn't seen it.
Haters, dude.
But Dylan had. Dylan respected that.
It's because I think he just was watching it to take cues from McNeely.
Trip?
Yeah, like so many people had been like, dude, you're kind of like Trip McNeely. He was like, all right, I gotta see this movie.
Wow, 362,000 followers for Shannon Elizabeth too on the gram.
On the gram?
Yeah.
Does she live on like a wildlife farm?
Add me on the gram.
Is she like a hot Carol Baskin?
She's a vegan. I don't know if that
doesn't
tells
have
you
anything
much.
to do with.
Y'all see the Carol Baskins news?
Did. She got the ranch or the park.
No, do you see the other news?
Oh no.
Turns out the will from her ex-husband, who is dead, was considered 100% forgery.
Wow.
Oh no.
Okay.
Ooh, not good.
So she definitely killed that dude.
Hard to say. I don't think she killed
Arguably.
him. I don't think she killed him. I just think Tiger killed him. Hard to say though.
Could be.
That's interesting, man. That's. I'm gonna have to look into this more before I speak on the matter. But that is that is breaking news.
Yep. Sorry, Will's breaking news. That's what we do early in the podcast. Sorry, Brett.
I'll do it, dude.
Can we talk about MeUndies real quick?
MeUndies.
Love MeUndies. Wearing them right now. I would prove it, but we are on video.
That's big of you. It's not nudity if you just show your underwear.
Yeah, but
Dude,
you
take
know
your
what I
pants
mean.
off. Take your pants off.
People's wives are watching this.
True. Remember, this Pride Month, it's critical that we take a moment to recognize and remember the intersectionality between pride and racial injustices that we continue to endure today. This month, through their MeUndies Gives initiative, MeUndies continues to take action to achieve their mission of creating a more thoughtful and accepting world by making $50,000 donations to both the It Gets Better Project and Black Lives Matter. They, like MeUndies, are committed to standing up against hate and intolerance and creating a world where hope outshines fear for all people. With MeUndies Gives, simply by shopping with MeUndies, you help support this cause. Dave, you said you're wearing them right now.
Dude, shout out to MeUndies for stepping up.
No one
That's
was
awesome.
expecting. No one was expecting that copy from a MeUndies read off the top. I love it.
I will be honest. It's not that I'm surprised in MeUndies. It's just like, it's cool to see brands that we work with do stuff like this.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So yeah, shout out to them. Like I said before, I'm wearing them right now. I think I'm wearing the Halloween ones. They got skulls and spooky faces. Yeah, that's the spookiest underwear they make. And they're awesome. And I wear them like pretty much every day.
One of my favorite things in the world was when we would. We talked about our Friday meetings with Dave Dillon and I, and we used to do it via video chat because we were all quarantined. And several times Dylan would be like, "Oh, well, one sec, I'm gonna go grab some more coffee or something." And he'd stand up, and you would just see these like really bright, comfortable-looking MeUndies pajama pants, and I'm like, "Oh, Dylan's just living in pajama pants right now." You love to see it. You know, they also have an Undies membership where every month the softest undies ever appear at your door.
I think that's what we are linked up in, because every month I get a new delivery, and I'm like, wait, what did I order? Or hey, what did my wife order this time?
Oh yeah,
it's underwear from MeUndies. Shout out.
The convenience factor is just so clutch. You never have to leave the house, and you also get site-wide savings, early access, and free shipping. It's just pure joy. Right now, MeUndies has a great offer for our listeners. For any first-time purchases, you get 15% off and free shipping. You got to give this super softness a try, especially because they have a 100% satisfaction guarantee. You need your underwear company to have a 100% satisfaction guarantee. To get 15% off your first order, free shipping, and that 100% satisfaction guarantee, go to MeUndies.com/circlingback. That's MeUndies.com/circlingback. All right, boys, I got a question for you. What'd you guys do this weekend?
Ooh. I didn't do much. Dave, you can lead off because my weekend's boring.
You don't look blood red, so I can tell.
Yeah, I am getting by the pool though.
Yeah.
Here's what I'm doing is I switched on sunscreens. I'm a 30 boy now.
You went from 4,
Yeah.
which is may as well put on like peanut oil.
Yep.
To 30, which is 30 is good.
What? How are you applying this?
Spray and pat, or spray and rub, I guess. Like,
I was gonna say patting's weird. Like
Be careful
You
with the
can't
spray.
spray and just start like slapping your arm. No one's doing
well, it's spray and rub. I'm
that.
struggling.
Usually it's the opposite way.
Hey.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. So, but with the face, I'm going into the hand, and then applying like so.
That's the move.
Yeah, that's the move. Although I got yelled at by Caroline for she's like, "Ew, that's terrible for your face." Like, what am I supposed to do?
Why?
Well,
I don't know.
here's what you need to do. You need to be using a moisturizer every morning,
And that's
and
what I'm
get
doing
one
now.
that has SPF.
That's what I did this weekend.
No, but
I
you
went
gotta
to-
always be reapplying it.
went to CVS.
I've been doing the spray on the hand and wipe on the face method for years.
I
Years.
honestly,
You have great-
Decades.
and you have
On
great-
decades.
You have great skin.
Yeah, thank you.
I just spray the face. If that's all I have,
Oh, that's ruthless.
That's
Well,
rude. That
Nutri-
is ruthless.
there's a number of. I've got some in my golf bag that is like made for the face, so I will put that on. I will reapply that.
I see.
I don't like spraying my face with aerosol. I
You
feel like
do
it's
it-
going up into my sinuses.
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah,
I'm
that's why
scared
you.
of it.
That's why you do it in your hand.
Yeah, but then I feel like the spray, when you put it on your hand, it's not going to stay there as much as that's why I just use the solid or the cream or whatever. The screen.
Oh, I see. You're a banana boat guy, aren't you?
I don't know. No, I'm a bullfrog.
Oh, that's tight.
Bullfrog is dermatologist recommended.
I use toad venom.
You're using toad venom for sunblock.
Yep, I just put it all over my face.
Isn't that your Mario Kart character?
No, it's toadstool. Remember that?
I will never live that down. I feel like it wasn't.
Dude, I caught strays for not correcting you. I'm like, this podcast would suck if
No,
we all stepped in every time somebody botched something.
We get
It
more.
already sucks.
We get more content out of the things that we fuck up than the things that we actually get right. So don't complain. This is who we are.
No,
Oh.
you were a Toad the Wet Sprocket guy.
Dude, I matched so much sunscreen this weekend. I was
Nice.
just littering myself in some SPF 15 dry oil. And I gotta say,
Okay.
I feel like I have a nice little base going on right now. I don't look too burned or anything
Well,
like
no,
that.
I mean, this is.
Oh,
Dude, I went to a rodeo this weekend.
damn.
What?
All right.
Yeah, I'm a rodeo boy now. I wasn't in the rodeo. Country boy Will just loves going to rodeos though.
Okay.
Just popping up in the trunk, cracking a few cold ones, just
do,
watching it happen.
Oh, man.
They do some mutton busting.
Oh, here we go.
All we saw, and I'm going to get this wrong, we did see bull riding, which was absolutely lit. We also saw barrel racing. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
I love it.
You know, we have a connection to a real life cowboy rodeo clown.
Really?
My buddy Lance, who I play golf with up in Dallas, he did it forever. And now I don't think he does it anymore. He's got a family and he doesn't want to die, which is great.
One of Sally's best friends that she grew up with was a sponsored by Wrangler barrel racer.
That's tight.
Yes.
That's very tight.
There's a lot of aspects of rodeo that I wonder, like, why they're still in existence. Like, I don't, even though I get the tradition, it's like, why are we tackling the calf? Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? It's like,
Yeah, that makes sense.
I know.
Do you actually take so it's true that like the reason that the bulls are bucking is because of they tie their nuts?
I don't know if that's true or not. I thought it's just because they're mean as fuck.
I thought you electrocute their nuts.
Dude, bulls are kind of
Don't electrocute your bull's nuts.
Yeah.
I'm against that.
Imagine being the guy that has to do that. He's just got like a taser out before every single one. Just
I bet
will
you that type of guy. I bet she loves it.
yeah.
Some of the best jackass bits were when they were in like a bull ring and somebody was just getting upended.
Would you ever do
No.
running of the bulls?
No.
Although, I don't know if it's the same
It's
town.
Yeah, I feel weird. Didn't they kill the bull at the end?
I don't know.
There's like 7
Would you do the tomato fight thing?
That's what I was going for. There's a tomato fight.
Tomato fight I would probably do, although not in 2020.
Have you seen the
Germs in the tomato.
Inside the tomato.
I don't want to get hit in the face with the tomato and have like COVID all over my face.
What if everyone's wearing like plastic gloves and masks?
That's a different story. I would be wearing goggles, so I guess it might be okay.
We're just wearing our like really nice ski goggles that we all bought for our 2-day trip to.
Did I buy ski goggles?
Yeah. Dude, if you asked me where my ski goggles currently are after that trip, no clue. I have no idea where
Do
they
I
are.
have some of your? I have the stuff that you loaned me. I think you kind of said I could have the stuff. So
I don't even remember. To be
Yeah,
honest,
it's
I don't
mine.
even remember what I loaned you, so
I
you
think
can have it, David.
I know
You definitely have my goggles, and Dave, they're yours.
they're your goggles. Okay,
Yes.
I couldn't remember if I bought some or not. They're my goggles now. It's a little tax. We tax you to work for us.
God, now I'm concerned. I have no fucking clue where my goggles are.
Have you heard of La Battaglia del Vino?
Yeah, he wants to fight Dana White in a charity match.
Not him.
Damn.
The wine fight in Spain, Will.
Didn't know there was a wine fight.
There's a wine fight, and it's just a party.
What do people do?
They spray red wine at each
That's
other
a
with super
waste.
soakers, and then they get hammered after.
Like actual super soakers?
Yes. This video says that they were actual super soakers, and like water balloons filled with wine.
Damn.
I think we might have to do that.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Okay.
I'll do that.
International
Man.
travel, but
Let's look into it.
Yeah, let's do it.
So yeah, my weekend started off interesting. So Friday, I was like, I'm gonna play golf. Cool. So we, cause Will ghosted our meeting. So 11 o'clock, 11:30 rolled around. I was like, I'm just gonna go walk on at Lions. So I went out there, and was promptly told like, hey man, I don't know if we're gonna be able to fit you in. And it didn't even seem that crowded. I was like, I'm solo, I'm riding, I'll do whatever. And they're like, just hang out here, man. We'll call your name. So I chipped and putted for like 45 minutes, and I was like, all right, went back up, and he's like, man, I'm sorry. The group, everybody's showing up with these groups. And I'm like, a lot of these groups, I could see them teeing off. They were doing the thing where they were playing with 3, and they didn't want a single that they didn't know to play. So they're like, oh, my buddy's going to meet us on like the 3rd always round
Love that
late.
move. It's a great
I've
move.
done that move before.
Yeah, I'm not
And
opposed to doing
it worked
that move.
against me this time. And I was like, okay, I'll fuck off. So I drove across town to Kaiser and Clay, where I tried the same thing, and did not get on the course.
Seriously?
oh my god.
Yeah,
Dude, what the hell?
I had about 3 hours where I did practice, and they were cool there. The guy gave me like some range balls, and I was like, the range though, there was nowhere to hit. I was like, I saved it. It's in my golf bag.
Dude, this is like being on a Southwest flight and seeing like every single person in the front of the plane is just like, oh no, we're waiting for somebody, and their purse is just
Yep.
sitting there.
Yeah, I was not allowed to play. So I think they're doing the thing at Kaiser and maybe at Lions too, where they're spacing out tee times. Because I sat there on the putting green that's right next to number 1 tee box and watched like 10, 12 minutes go by with nobody on there. And I'm like, I was like, I could have just gotten a cart and gone and
You
played.
should have.
It was a bummer, but not to at Austin, but like Austin's not a great golf town. So
Mm-mm.
whatever, not super surprised.
Mm-mm.
Just need to join Austin Country Club or something.
Let's just do that.
Need to raise the money.
Let's just do that.
So I did not get to do that, and then the rest of the weekend pretty much spent at home trying to mix in a lot of Twitter to keep apprised of current events
Mm-hmm.
and balancing that with like not letting it overwhelm me because like it's kind of like I feel like being that tuned into stuff and like looking for actionable items and actionable tweets and stuff you can do, it's like kind of wears on you.
I think I talked about
Screen
it.
time.
I think I talked about it on Scaries this week, but like the amount of time that I've spent not just I want to be reading the news, but then I see that this tweet got ratioed into oblivion. Let's dip into this dialogue between a bunch of people who are just there to argue, and then all of a sudden I'm like 30 minutes deep into this wormhole, and I'm like, well, this is terrible for my mental health. Like, why am I still sitting here reading?
Yeah.
This?
Mm-hmm.
It's like
You got
I
to find the balance.
Yeah, and I haven't found that yet.
Because
I'm going
Twitter,
too far.
man, Twitter can go down so many roads, like you said, and it's crazy. Like, I can't exist without Twitter. That's legitimately my news source.
It's my number one used app, not even close.
Yeah.
100%.
Besides like Whoop Band, you know. What's up to my Whoop boy out there?
Talk to me this afternoon, Will.
'Kay.
I started Lost.
Saw that.
Why?
Yeah.
I don't know. Alyssa's like, hey, look at this. This is on here. And she's seen it, and I watched some of the first season back when it first came out, but I bailed on it for probably because I was in college. But yeah, I started it, and the thing I like about it is that I don't know what's going to happen. The thing I don't like about it is that there's 22 episodes in a season.
Yeah, it's too much, dude. It's too much.
Maybe cut that in half.
They're like hour-long episodes too. It's not.
Correct.
Yeah.
Oh.
So yeah, it's long. It's too long.
Initial thought. You've seen it?
Mm-mm.
Oh, you
No,
haven't?
all my friends were so obsessed with it, and they would like, it'd be like Thursday night, and they'd be like, "No, we're gonna watch this instead of go do something." I'm like, "Really? We're gonna sit at home and watch Lost right now?" Like, no, I'm not. We're not doing that.
It's like a smart show, like right at the beginning or early or right before the prestige TV era
Yeah.
that is kind of dated. I think if I was watching it back then, I would be like blown away by it.
Yeah.
Now I'm like not blown away by it, but I can appreciate it. But
I've heard it gets frustrating to watch at the end.
I've heard I had some Ross tweeted me like, "Why are you doing this?" A lot of people had those general sentiments, and I was like, "Yeah, I don't know. I'm bored. I mean, who knows? I just want to finish the first season. There's so much other shit I want to watch too.
That's
I mean,
fair.
yeah.
Yeah. I've never watched it, so I can't. give you-
000 on Amazon. Have you heard about this?
No.
Oh.
Are you sure it's not called 000, or is it called Ooh?
It's called 000.
I like Ooh more.
Ooh, it's about cocaine, mafia, and cartel.
I'm in.
I mean, yeah, it's
That's all you gotta say.
The 3 zeros.
That's all you gotta say.
pretty much what I'm looking for in any kind of show.
That's solid. Is
And
it like a
did it say-
series or is it like
I
a?
think Mexico or South America. I don't. New Orleans
Okay.
and Italy. Like
Oh, va bene.
New Orleans and fucking. Do you know what that means?
It's good. I don't know what
Sure.
it means. Lit.
It's Liz, but it translates. How do you say it's lit in Italian? I
It's
should
hard
know
to
that.
say.
Probably
Dude,
like
so
Luminata.
the biggest thing to come out of my weekend, and this is following up from Wednesday's episode last week, we taught Rosie to swim.
Hell yeah.
Yep.
How'd that go?
Well, so when we went to the same place when Rosie was a puppy, we went to the same place 2 years ago.
Okay.
And Rosie fell in the water the first time. She fell off the little platform the second we got there, and she didn't know how to swim. And so she was very jarred. And then Sally decided that she was going to try to bring her into the water and set her there. But it was just the damage had already been done. I was notified by Sally. She's like, "You wronged me on that episode by saying that I threw her in the water. That is 100% not what happened." And I was like, "All right, maybe I misremembered, but who knows? Maybe she did." And then, but then this time we just kind of looked over and Rosie had dropped a ball in the water. And this was about 2 hours into being there. And she dropped a ball in the water and she just naturally went in to go get it and started swimming. And you could see she was panicked, but she was all of a sudden like, "You know what? I think I can do this."
That's awesome.
So once we started
Nice.
teaching her how to do little laps and stuff, it was just over for everybody.
Nice.
So, got a little Amazon delivery yesterday for the Rand Man. Ordered him some tennis balls. They're called wolf balls.
Oh,
They're orange, and dude, he is. It was like I gave him the keys to the castle.
Yeah.
Like it was the best thing I could have done. He's like running around the house with it, knocking it, like dropping it, getting it under furniture, and like crying because he can't get to it. He loves it.
Oh yeah.
What's the value prop? Why are they so good?
Yeah.
I don't know. So I'm doing the thing now with the tennis ball where I'm not letting him have it all day. I'm putting it away.
Yeah, you can't.
So there's some value in that, so I can use it as a reward.
I see.
Yeah, I've been doing a lot of YouTube, and
You click training, Randy?
not click training. You ever seen the movie Click?
Yeah, it's a terrible.
It's truly shit.
It's and sad and kind of a disaster for everybody involved.
Yeah, one of the real low points of Adam Sandler's career, maybe.
That movie came up numerous times in conversation this past weekend. It's very weird that it's coming up again on Monday
I
morning.
was playing
for me.
golf with a guy in college. I'll never forget this. And like we're like watching a guy putt, and so we're being quiet, and he just like leans into me. And he just goes, "Thinking about seeing that movie Click." And I remember just looking at him and being like, "Dude, that's awesome."
There's no way
I
you.
was
There's
like,
no way you
"Okay."
made that putt then, right?
He wasn't the one. Like, no, neither of us were putting. We were watching somebody else.
Oh,
And he just
so
like
stupid.
And it was just like instead of being silent, he wanted to tell me that he was going to check out Click this weekend.
I never knew how to interact with people on the high school golf team when you were playing with other people. It was like you can't just be silent the entire time.
You don't be like the dude who when I in a tournament put one in the water. He just as it's like going in, and it was obvious it was going into the lake. He just goes splash.
Dude, I don't know how you didn't fight him on sight.
Dude, I was furious.
I feel like I want to give him a little credit here. He might have been just so used to playing with his buddies to where that's not like a big deal and just like reverted back. But dude, I would have been. There's no way I could have finished the round with a good score had somebody done that to me mid-tourney.
I think this might be me revisionist history, but like I think I gave him I saw it. We all did. It's right there.
Oh, if I saw that happen, I feel like you would definitely make a snide comment. Towards
If it
that
happened now, I don't know how. If it was one of my friends, I wouldn't care. But if I was playing with this, I don't know how I would take it now. Actually, I'm a lot more level-headed now. Hopefully,
I don't know. You and I almost threw hands when I was accidentally watching your putt that one day.
you were right. Why were you? Will's like squatting, doing like a sumo squat behind me.
No,
was like
I was
waiting
not
for you to
squatting
putt?
behind you. I was not squatting.
Will's got like he's hanging the putter.
No.
Got his hands over the brim of his cap.
No, I was looking at my putt because Dave and I had the exact same. Like my putt was like pretty much cutting his putt in half, and so I was just kind of hanging in the background.
Well, he was on the opposite Wolf team.
Yeah, and so Dave thought I was like reading the putt, but to be honest, I was just kind of zoned
Oh,
out.
I didn't care that you were reading the putt. It's just that you were in my line of sight on the
Yeah.
putt, and I was like,
Oh.
And then I was like, "Oh,
looked
dude, I'm
back.
sorry," and I like moved out of the way. But then it became a thing because then I missed my putt, and so Dave getting mad at Dave like not being happy with me standing there, then affected me putting, and then I missed my putt, and Dave ended up winning the hole, and I was just like, "God damn it, that
This
went
is on
terribly."
this is on like the third hole.
The next two
Dang.
holes were quiet.
Okay.
The next two holes were
Yeah,
quiet.
it was just. Yeah.
I think Klein was also there, and I think he was just like sitting there like busting out laughing.
Yeah.
The quiet 2 holes in golf are sometimes needed.
Yeah.
If you and your buddy get into it over something, like it could be a personal like shot that somebody takes at somebody's like girlfriend or something. Just like, all right, we're gonna have a quiet 2 holes.
Yeah,
Dude, in
everyone's gonna chill out. For a
In
little
high
bit.
school, man, it got contentious. Like playing, like just weekend rounds with the guys that we played on the team with and stuff. Like we blatantly caught a dude kicking his ball from behind a tree, and he tried to say, he goes, no, the PGA. He goes, if you look at the USGA rules, you're allowed to kick your ball if it's obstructed. Like he literally he was lying. I mean, obviously out of his ass. And we're
Yes.
like, so from that point forward, we called him PGA kick.
Oh.
Yeah, it was tough. He's a good player too, man.
I love that. I love that like confidence behind that though.
Dude, he was so good. He was the dude who like everybody thought was going to be an attorney because he like loved to argue, and he argued it well. I was like, damn, is that a rule? I've never seen anybody kick a golf ball.
It's an interesting rule. I didn't know that occurred.
I don't know why you wouldn't just get it and drop it.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like that would have been more believable. But the fact that you went with the foot thing, the foot wedge,
Yeah, I don't think that's the move.
no.
No,
You just can't do that.
no, it's not.
Sorry, something came across my timeline that just
Breaking news.
startled me. Yeah.
Dude, no, save it. Save
Okay.
it for
I am-
breaking
I am
news.
Unless it needs to
saving
be
it.
broken now.
No,
Yeah,
it's
don't break it
it's-
yet. The people can wait.
Is this going to
They
affect
will
your
wait.
performance for the rest of the pod?
No.
Okay.
Save it. Holster it.
I'm holstering.
Okay.
Consider it holstered.
Let's talk about our friends at Stamps.com real quick.
Oh,
Hold on. Actually, no, we'll do this after, Dave. I have a question for you regarding your weekend that we didn't touch on there. For all of our sakes, we need to avoid crowds in any way we can right now. But what if you need to go to the post office? Do you guys thought about that?
I need to go today, actually.
Not gonna lie, I've had a package sitting in my my apartment for a little bit, and I've been scared to pull trig on it because I'm like, oh no. And now I'm realizing, like, dude, just use your Stamps.com account that you have, idiot. So if you need postage or send out letters and packages, don't worry. Stamps.com is here to help. With Stamps.com, you can print postage on demand and skip those lines and crowds at the post office. Plus, you can actually save money with discounts that you can't even get at the post office. And I can vouch for these discounts. This works. Just trust me on this one. As if that wasn't enough, Stamps.com is also offers UPS services with discounts up to 62% and no UPS residential surcharges. Those are real. Those will kick you too. A couple bucks on the back end there because it's a residential address. Get out of here. Come on. Luckily for us, Stamps.com brings all the services of the U.S. Postal Service right to your computer in the safety and comfort of your own home, office, or anywhere else you're hunkering down right now. Whether you're a small business sending invoices, an online seller shipping out products, or you're just working from home and need to mail some stuff, Stamps.com can handle it all. We know how easy this is.
yeah. We've all used it. It's a good service. I feel like most people I know are using this now. And if you're not, I would definitely check it out.
Just for the shipping discounts alone.
Yeah.
Like even that alone makes it worth using as opposed to going to the post office, which no one really wants to do anyway. But like we said, you get the discounts, 5 cents off every first-class stamp, and up to 62% off shipping rates. It's a no-brainer, especially now. It saves you time and money, keeping you safe during these crazy times. Right now, our listeners get a special offer that includes, are you ready for this? It includes a 4-week trial, plus free postage, plus a digital scale without any long-term commitment. Just go to Stamps.com, click on the microphone at the top of the homepage, and type in circling back. I'm going to reiterate that. Go to Stamps.com, click on the microphone at the top of the homepage, and type in circling back, no space. That's Stamps.com, circling back. Stay safe, my friends. Dave, I wanted to discuss something with you that we'd not talk about while recapping this weekend in fun. Dude, what that pork be doing?
Ooh. I thought you'd never ask. I did my first pork butt.
I liked how you did it in stages. I felt a part of the process.
Yeah, I was inspired. So I bought that pork last weekend and planned on doing it during the week. But, the battle for my gut was going down, and it just didn't seem like a good time to put a bunch of pork in it. That's okay, though. Had it frozen, let it thaw. By the way, it takes a long time to thaw a big-ass pork butt.
That makes sense. It looked like a big piece of meat. Can I say an NF confession real quick?
Yeah.
I didn't know what that was when you first put it up.
You're not the only one. I sent it to my buddy Logan, who one of the early, that guy was like working a smoker in college like no one I'd ever known. And it was great. And he was like, he's like, that looks awesome, but I don't know what it is.
Yeah, same sentiment for me. I was like, that looks phenomenal, but I have no clue what this is going to actually end up looking like.
So yeah, pork butt. Hashtag Chad did one a few weeks ago. My buddy Zach did one recently, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do it. So I did the meat church recipe, loaded it up. What you saw, so all the juice that you saw, that was like a mix of what was coming out of the pork and like an au jus, but there was apple juice that I had cooked it in for the last couple hours and wrapped it up in foil.
Ooh.
And dude,
Sounds like that hits different.
it ended up being pretty good. We got a ton of it. Did pork sandwiches, Hawaiian bun, of course.
My man.
2 hands, Brett. Pork's
You can't do a pork burger. Like I could see how you could eventually get to that trash take that Brett had. Pork sandwich like that though, you're gonna have stuff everywhere.
Well, your gut shot was different than what I thought was coming. I just want to put that out there.
What did you think was coming?
Those guts were exploded everywhere.
I thought you were going straight up like slice the pork butt and let's see the guts.
Well, so here's how I shredded it. I don't have a bear claw, which is a utensil apparently I need to buy for shredding purposes. So I just went in by. Pardon?
When's your birthday?
I don't discuss that on
Okay. Well,
public. So
we'll talk off mic. Just consider that bought for you.
just know it's July 21st. That's all
Okay.
you need to know.
There's going to be a bear claw.
Okay.
In your
Okay.
situation.
That's the only claw I do. Shout out to Vizzy. Hey, so yeah, no one gave me blowback for having a knife there. full disclosure, I did use a knife. I was doing a lot of it by hand, but the thing, you have to let it sit for like 30 or 45 minutes.
Yeah.
It was still smoking hot when I was doing it, so I just got the knife out to help me along with the process. So that's why the knife was there. Nobody came at me. KJ indirectly came at me for the knife. He said, "Hey, I bet people are telling you this." And I was like, "Actually, nobody has. You're the first." So shout out to KJ for indirectly coming at me.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that he did that in like a very chill way.
Yeah, it's fine. I know now. Now I need to get the bear claw. It's fine. But dude, it ended up being good.
Bear claw's a top tier donut, by the way.
Yes, correct. How far can you punt a bear claw is the question.
That's a good question. Further than a donut hole, I think. It's got more to it.
These bear claws are $571, Dave.
What? I'm looking at $12 ones from Target.
I doodled bear claw utensil, and there's 100 of them. Okay.
Why would anybody need 100 bear claws?
Yeah, that's the first result is you buying 100 bear
Okay.
claws. That would be this is like Dave renting that movie for $20.
No, I bought it. I bought the movie.
But it's like Dave's just like I mean I need a bear claw. Like here's the first one. I'm getting $571.
It was a reckless. Dude, let me say this. I love when products look like what their name is. This bear claw looks like what it should look like. It's like brass knuckles with claws.
This is awesome. I need a bear claw.
Yeah.
Brett, if there's not an email sitting in bear claws,
Oh, buddy. Wait, these ones are bear paws, so there's competition here.
ooh, Dave, I like these other. These ones are a little like on the classy side. They've got the wood base.
Don't
with,
class up my bear claw. Although that does look pretty sick.
Yeah,
How much
I like-
is that? Like $50?
$18.
Oh hell, dude, it's $6 more.
Some elevated bear claws for you.
You also toss salads with these.
Okay.
I think you actually a chopped salad tossed with these might actually make a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Let me say this.
But be careful if you're doing. Anyway,
I've got all the pork in the world. I've got a ton of pork, and I don't know what I'm going to do with it.
yeah, I was.
I'm going to
wondering,
have
that's
more sandwiches when I get home. I'm going to have one more. But then that's how it works with like when I cook in mass quantities like that, like especially meat. I can do the same thing, lunch or dinner, and then the next day lunch. But I'm not going to do that again for dinner. Like I need to mix it up. Maybe do pulled pork nachos.
Oh,
Pulled pork tacos.
black beans.
By the way, what's your favorite canned bean?
Does garbanzo count?
Not like the style, but like the brand.
No clue.
Bushes.
You're a Bush's guy.
Oh, baked beans?
Yeah.
Oh, honestly, I hate to say this, I have no clue. I never think
So
about
you know
it.
what I went with, and I think it might be the GOAT, is just the classic ranch. Just ranch beans.
I love baked beans.
I do too.
I love them. I didn't realize how much I
great,
liked.
great for fiber too.
I didn't know how much I liked refried black beans until I moved to Texas.
Is that the stuff that they give you on the side at Matt's? What's like the black
Yeah,
bean?
refried black beans.
I'm not.
No. You talking about the little cup?
No, I'm talking about the thing that's all over your plate. It's like
those
the,
are refried
the giant. It's
beans.
like almost purple.
Yeah.
Ugh. No
Dude,
thanks.
what?
No thanks. Get out of here. Huh? I'm gonna
Wow.
get heat. I'm gonna get heat for that take. I just it's gross.
Dude, refried black beans are like, it's just the best. Anyway, whatever, dude. Whatever.
Sneaky good with a breakfast taco.
Yeah. Oh, dude.
The Otto.
Yeah.
Otto's a top 5
I don't
breakfast
even
taco.
I don't even put eggs in my breakfast tacos anymore. I just do black beans, bacon, and avocado. It's the best. And eggs upset my tummy, so I have to be careful. Well, how do we get here?
We were
smoking
talking.
Yeah, what are you gonna do with all this pork? It looked like you were going to a damn potluck.
I'm gonna eat it.
Can
Man.
I mean,
I'm gonna mix it in with some eggs maybe at some point.
wow.
Just looking at different things to do with it.
Could you make could you dedicate some to like some type of stew or something?
Probably, but it's so hot.
Yeah,
Are you saying you want me to bring it to the studio?
maybe. Yeah,
I
Ooh.
should have brought y'all some.
yeah.
I have
I would
enough.
have. I mean,
It's messed up.
I would have crushed it this morning. I'm starving.
Let me tell you, it was good. I even injected it before I cooked it. I have a food injector, and I injected it
Really?
with apple juice. You ever injected meat before?
No.
Yeah.
You have?
Okay.
Wait.
The joke I was gonna make was absolutely vile.
Like with a turkey or something?
Yeah, totally.
It's fun until like it starts squirting out of other parts of the meat.
that's weird to me.
It is weird.
It's
It
like,
is. You're like,
oh.
whoa, like how is there like a tunnel there?
Actually, speaking of weird things going on in your body, did you see that someone on the Reddit subreddit talked about all the capillaries and shit and how we can actually wrap around the world like twice? Still don't believe
There's
it.
no way anyone's ever proven that.
Yeah, prove it. In a
Someone
va-
needs to donate their body to science. See if we can get a wraparound.
Yeah, do you think, like, if you and I did this, like, who's going further?
I mean, you're taller than me. I feel like you have.
I'm not vascular, though.
I don't. I don't know, man. That's a good question.
I don't know. We can do that challenge at some point.
The capillary challenge.
Exactly. Brett, can you tell us about this buried treasure in Colorado?
I can. Just real quick. I bought chicken that says sell by June 4th.
Throw it away.
Am I done?
You're done. Throw it away.
Did you freeze it?
I have one of the things frozen and the other's in the fridge.
The other one, if the other one's frozen, you're good. The one in the fridge needs to go.
Honestly, smell it.
Yeah.
You can kind of tell when if you get your chicken out before you wash it or whatever, if it has that, there's a smell. You'll know when I can't explain it. I can't describe it. Only you can understand the smell.
Fuck.
No.
Okay.
Guys.
But sell by, not use by.
It did say use by, sell by.
Sell by.
Yeah, but that's 4 days ago, player.
Yeah.
So you sell it.
So you sell it and then you wait 4 days.
I just don't mess with chicken. When it comes to chicken, I'm
You
extremely
should be more safe
cautious.
with chicken. That's fair.
I'm extremely cautious when it comes to chicken. I've never had food poisoning, but I feel like chicken's like the number one culprit.
That's what made me think. That's what my gut, like inflamed my gut. It was chicken or Brussels sprouts, but chicken was the last meal, and now chicken for me, I'm kind of out on chicken for the moment.
You're hesitant,
which is not great as a guy who's noted as being a chicken lover.
You're a chicken boy.
So I have to go home now, throw away that chicken and start to defrost the other chicken.
Correct.
Look, man, everybody has that chicken that they like forgot about in their freezer for like 3 years ago that they have to throw out. There's no shame in it. It sucks that you wasted that chicken's life because you were just selfish and didn't cook it, but you did.
Brett, tell us about this damn buried treasure, dude. We're bearing the lead here.
You know my dude Forrest Fenn, Will?
No.
He's 84.
Don't know who that is.
Seems like a chill dude.
Yeah, he made a fortune selling like trinkets and
He made fortune.
No, fortune.
A fortune.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Fortune 500 selling trinkets.
Thank you for clarifying that. Dave.
Well, he 10 years ago he hid a treasure chest containing $1 million in gold and jewels in the Rocky Mountains somewhere. And basically what he did was he hid this treasure
No one's doing
and then put out a book that had the clues in it. So you had to buy the book to get the clues.
This guy's old school.
Wow, that is capitalism at its finest.
Oh, yeah.
This guy's old school as hell.
Did he donate Can you give me more on the book? Like, did he donate the profits or anything?
Oh, no.
He just went to his trust?
He used all of those profits for...
His estate is now
this
just
says-
raking it in.
This says okay. So go on. Actually,
The book was called The Thrill of the Chase.
That
John
sounds,
Duda wrote that.
dude. That sounds like a book that like what's his face wrote. Who's that like scummy like?
Dan Bilzerian.
No, the other guy. Actually, more on that in a few minutes. The other guy. I think he lives in Austin.
Oh, Tucker Max?
That sounds like a Tucker Max book that has like very unsavory
Never
takes.
read that book.
I didn't read any Tucker Max.
I knew guys who did.
Man, I
He's an
forgot
Austin
about
guy. He's
that
like in the
guy.
Austin scene or
Yeah.
something.
So he hid the treasure as a way to tempt people to get out in the wilderness and give them a chance to take part in an old-fashioned adventure, Will. So it had gold coins, nuggets, pre-Columbian animal figures, prehistoric gold mirrors, and ancient Chinese faces worth $1 million. 4 people died looking for this thing.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow,
it
that's on
says
him.
I'm reading. It says treasure hunt turns into a search for lost treasure hunter. Like people are losing. It says numerous people quit their jobs solely to try to find this.
You can't do that for $1 million, though. That's getting you to like 2025.
No, but
Well, especially because you're going to take home, like, what is Colorado?
you're not getting
Um,
taxed
what
on
do you-
this.
You're getting taxed on the
You
treasure,
get trashed
bro.
on buried treasure.
taxed.
You don't get trashed.
Thanks
on,
a lot,
or
Democrats.
Taxed on buried treasure.
Come on.
Yeah, no, you absolutely do.
What you think? Like pirates are out there just like
It's a
fucking filling
gift.
out W-2s and
it's
shit.
probably
Can you-
treated as a gift.
Can you write off the expenses for finding the buried treasure
It's
then?
not a gift.
No.
That's
I'm telling
bullshit.
you, they're
That's
going
bullshit.
to tax this.
No.
If you get taxed on buried treasure with physical gold coins, you got problems. This country has enough problems as it is.
Trying to end the Fed.
Dude, you can't tax
it easy,
buried
Ron
treasure,
Paul.
man. That's just messed up.
Look, I'm not saying I agree with it, but here, let me argue this.
How do they know? It's
So this
physical.
guy had like ancient artifacts and stuff from like other cultures, and he put it into a game so he could sell some books.
Yes.
He says that
That's kinda shitty,
he
right?
says that he said he hid the treasure as a way to tempt people into getting into the wilderness and give them a chance to take part in an old-fashioned adventure and expedition for riches. That sounds like a lot of
that's
bullshit to
cool.
me.
Yeah, it sounds like, but Four people died, right?
He also
Yes.
said the chest was packed with hundreds of gold coins and nuggets, pre-Columbian animal
Okay,
figures.
those nuggets aren't edible anymore.
No, like, is there any Chick-fil-A sauce in there? Because I'm
There's
not
no
eating
way.
them anyway.
There's no way.
Prehistoric mirrors of hammered gold, which I didn't know gold could get drunk.
Did you say hammer of gold?
Hammered gold. They must have had some Vizzy Bops.
Goldschlager?
Ancient Chinese faces carved from jade. That sounds actually dope. I'm not sure who Jade is, but rest in peace. And antique jewelry with rubies and emeralds.
Okay. Hammered gold.
Hmm.
You just open it up and Ari's yelling at Lloyd.
Lloyd!
350,000 people looked for this thing. That's what he says.
So wait, where do we know how the person found it? Like where they found it?
No.
No, he says he doesn't want his name released, and that, he did send a photo. Like there's photo evidence that he has it, but they're not. I don't think they're releasing any of it. And then when they asked him how he felt now that the treasure's been found, Fenn, the guy, he said, "I don't know. I feel halfway kind of glad, halfway kind of sad because the chase is over." And that would be a really big, like, not like a bummer. But it would be sad that people weren't kind of doing it. You're all of a sudden, Fenn's not, you're irrelevant now, dude.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, this dude, he hit it when he was like 80, 84. I don't know how old he's. He thought he was going to die before this thing was found. Now he's just like, fuck, I have to do this again.
Oh, the guy's still alive?
The guy who hid the treasure is still alive. That kind of takes some oomph out of the chase for me.
Did it melt this guy's face when he opened the chest?
No word on it. He did send a photo, so I don't think so.
Okay.
I want to see this. This has a Nick Cage movie written.
Oh,
all
absolutely.
over
That
it.
should be this guy. Whoever found it, that's their next quest, is to find what's the Ark de Covenant or whatever? Is it Ark de Covenant?
The Ark of the Covenant?
Yeah.
Or
What's the Ark de Covenant? That's different.
the Ark Dave Covenant. I don't know what
What
we're
are we
even talking
doing?
about.
No, I don't know.
Are you doing the Holy Grail stuff?
I thought it was the
Like the
Ark de
Jay-Z
Covenant.
album?
Holy Grail.
Oh, I'm conflating Ark de Triumph
the Ark
with
de
the
Triomphe.
been
Ark
there.
of the Covenant.
And
Dude,
Paris?
I mashed that Arc de Triomphe button.
Yeah.
You go to Paris?
Dude, I was staying in Paris. It was really tough, dude. I just needed to get away from my parents, and I thought, wow,
All right.
Man.
we just did a lot in 5 minutes.
Randy, that's a clip.
Yeah, Randy,
wait.
please cut that.
I want to know. I'm
I
kind of
just want to
intrigued.
know if it's taxable.
It's not. There's no way. I mean, maybe that's why this guy doesn't want his name released or anything else. He's like, fuck this. Like, don't make me into some like media
you know what?
dude.
That's absolutely why. Because
Yeah.
he's like, fuck, I don't want to. Yeah.
No, because like, yeah, you're gonna have to like, and then it's like when you sign a big contract or something that like your family's all of a sudden like, yay, what up, dude? Been a long time since we talked.
Why don't we just end the Federal Reserve System and then just back our currency with this guy's treasure?
Like jade masks carved and stuff.
Yeah, whatever, like the nuggets and the Ari golds.
I don't know if the Fed going down in favor of doing like chicken nuggets for currency is actually the plan though.
I want to live in a chicken nugget currency.
You're like trading, like, if I traded my Bitcoin for some nugs, how much is this gonna?
We
how
ended
many
up
nugs
on
do I
Dylan's
get?
Bitcoin.
He sold it.
Oh yeah.
He sold it like an idiot.
Did it bounce back up?
Dude, no one knows. It's literally impossible to say.
You want the
Yeah.
answer, Dave?
No, not really.
I kind of do. Does it go back up?
I still have a mask around my neck. I just realized.
You've been doing this. You've done this numerous times. I actually like your mask. Your mask is more swag than mine.
It's swag, but like when I went to the ER, they made me put on a different one because apparently this one's trash.
Oh, nice.
So,
My sister made me a really good one, but it takes a little longer than my other one to tie on. So I've just been using this really crappy one when I'm in a hurry. It's unfortunate. Shouts to the mask though.
Wonder who owns mask.com. I bet they're doing well.
Smokin.
Somebody smoke.
Mask.com is currently for sale for the low price of $2 million.
Damn.
Oh, my goodness.
That's got to be one of the more expensive domain names out there, right? Hey, what comes with it, though, is a premium domain name, professionally designed logo, and transparent pricing with no hidden
If I buy
fees.
mask.com, I don't want your generic logo.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm doing
gonna make
my
my
own
own.
thing. Yeah.
How much is maskoff.com? Anyway, hey, we have a new sponsor, and unfortunately, the new sponsor alert person's not here. Does anyone want to step up to the plate and give this a shot, or
No,
we just want to go on?
alert.
There you go.
pretty good.
That was pretty good, Dave. Working remotely does not mean you need to feel disconnected from your team. Luckily, our new sponsor, Miro, can get your work done together with your people and collaborate wherever you are. Telecommuting, remote working, distributed teams, call it what you like, but more and more teams are now working from home. Collaborate better and get work done faster with the help of Miro. If you're still using an 8.5 or 11 sheet of paper to brainstorm or organize your work, you need to expand your horizons. Miro lets you visualize everything you're working on all in one place. When we first discovered Miro, I was like, oh, great, another business productivity tool. Like, these things are just always kind of a beating. No, this thing is beautiful. Do you know who it's named after, Brett?
I don't.
I don't know how to say his name, but his last name is Miro. He's an artist, and his work is beautiful. It emulates how this looks. It's awesome stuff.
It is right up your alley. It is an aesthetically pleasing business productivity tool, and I can vouch for it myself.
I like business, I like being productive, and I like aesthetically pleasing things. It's perfect.
You need this like ASAP, because when we get tired of seeing your dumbass face, we're going to make you use this and work from home.
We've just started coming back. I can't believe you're tired of it all.
We're going to start calling him Brett Miroman.
Wow.
Yeah, there we go. If you're not sure what it is, it's an online whiteboard that brings teams together anytime, anywhere. Their infinite canvas is perfect for brainstorming, making mock-ups, organizing files, and managing complex projects. They even have templates to help you get started quickly. You can add your docs, spreadsheets, sticky notes, and other important information directly into Miro. So you always have a single real-time collaboration hub, and it can integrate with programs you already use like Google Drive, Dropbox, Jira, Slack, and more. I'm a Slack boy. None of you guys use Slack with me. I'm just like talking to myself all the time. You can even video chat.
That's what I'm saying.
Dude, shouts. Yeah.
Dude, we don't even have a whiteboard in the office.
No, we do. We
we
have
do.
one over there that I saw today. We got to put that up before we leave today.
That's the one. I think that's mine. I
yeah,
brought
we're,
in.
yeah,
Put
we're
it
putting
up.
it up. We're putting it up today.
Randy. Sorry.
Put up the whiteboard.
We'll have we need a digital whiteboard, which we actually already have from Miro.
Mm-hmm. And now we have.
And we have a hard copy.
Yeah.
Hardware.
It's everything you need to start working better. You guys want to get started on this? Because here's how. Start collaborating for free. That's right, FREE. When you sign up for an account at Miro.com/backer. That's MIRO.com/backer to sign up for a free account with unlimited team members. Again, Miro.com/backer. Do it up. Dave, there's some combat sports happening this weekend.
That was a new sponsor alert.
Good work. Good work.
That's what that was.
Actually, will you just do the combat sports minute as if you're Dylan?
All right, guys. Come on.
Come on, man.
Yeah, did you guys watch some combat sports?
At
least on the Twitter app?
It absolutely killed me because when I was at the rodeo, I had like a sliver of service. You know the service that you have when it's going completely out, and then for 2 seconds you'll get it, and you'll get like a bunch of texts, and then you try to respond to them, and then your service just goes back out.
Yep.
That's what happened to me, and people were sending videos of the knockouts within the group text, and they weren't loading, and it was ripping my heart out.
Yeah, I was wondering if you were having that issue. So we had a card that there were some notable fighters on there. The headliner, Amanda Nunes, she's awesome. She's the GOAT, but there's really no one who can compete with her. So it's kind of boring to buy a card with her on it because you know she's going to pummel somebody. And you might remember her. She beat the shit out of Ronda Rousey when she tried to come back. Mm-hmm. She's beating up everybody.
She's bad.
But yeah, she's a badass.
How long do I last in the octagon with her?
With Amanda?
Yeah.
I mean, 45 seconds.
That's too long.
I was just
that's too long.
And it's just because you're significantly taller than her.
Okay.
So it might take a minute for her to get inside your
If we
jab.
go to the ground though, she's gonna absolutely pummel me though, right?
She's gonna pummel you on the feet. She's a striker too.
Okay.
She's well rounded. But the best fights on here. So we had. Did you see the dude? You saw the first knockout we sent. Sugar Sean?
Okay, the knockout that I saw, and I'm sorry, I was admittedly quite faded after day drinking all Saturday. The first knockout that I saw was the dude that appeared to activate a move out of a video game where you start really low and then just punch their head off.
So that's Cody Garbrandt. Yeah, that is, you don't see that kind of fight, that kind of punch landed in
anywhere,
the highest level of MMA or in boxing, because he was loaded up. Now it was the end of the round. It was like the classic buzzer beater. That poor dude, man. Because it was a good fight up until that point. I mean, Cody went down. I think the dude thought maybe like I'm gonna get one more in, try to score like just score, not try to like do any damage, but just right before the buzzer. And Cody was ready, man, and he's already known as like the hardest hitting guy in that division. I think what were they fighting at, like 145? They're lightweights. They're super lightweight.
I'm trying to get down to that.
Yeah, that's basically where I would fight and get the shit kicked out of me. But dude, that was sick. But before that, you had Sugar Sean O'Malley. I almost said Sugar Shane Mosley. Completely different dude.
I feel like if your name is that close, Sean O'Malley to Shane Mosley, you can't go by Sugar.
Well, let me tell you this. I think Sean O'Malley's going to have he's going to be a bigger star than Sugar Shane.
Ooh.
I'm saying it.
Ooh.
This dude, he's undefeated. He's like 6 feet tall, and he fights at like 145, I think. And so he cuts. Like I think he walks around at like 155 or 160. But like he's so long and technical, and he's got power. And that dude he was fighting, Eddie Wingland, he had like this like crazy Dylan like Von Kaiser mustache. And that first knockout was really explosive, and that was the first fight on this card, which it made me happy that I bought it. I was very stoked to see that. It made it worth it. And then you had Cody like 2 fights later.
There's 100% chance that I would have bought these fights had I been just sitting in my apartment with Micah just doing nothing.
I would have had y'all over.
I'm bummed.
I would have had y'all over. I thought about having Dan over, but like our apartment was or our house was kind of a mess.
That pork needed to have been made on Saturday if you were having the boys over.
Yeah, no, you're right. I'll do that next time. That's a great point.
Okay.
But yeah, look out for Sean O'Malley. He does like hair bits. He had like the rainbow colored hair for this one. And he loves Joe Rogan. He even said in his post-fight interview, "I fucking love you, Joe Rogan." So him and Joe are like,
if any of us were in an MMA fight at any point in our lives, and then Joe Rogan came up to interview us after, like I think we'd all just be fanboying. It's like,
yeah,
we love you, Joe. I love you, Joe.
Dude, I would start crying. Probably because I just got the piss beat out of me.
You're my boy, Joe.
So Joe, I love Joe's disdain for like the over-the-top social distancing that the UFC's doing, and this is all probably their parent company. This is Disney or ESPN or whatever. But like Sugar, he's like, man, I wish I could see you, Joe. Man, I love you, man. And Joe just goes, because they're doing the post-fight interviews on cameras now, with split screen, and Joe's like, man, I'm right here, dude. I'm gonna talk to you after this. Like, so it's like Joe's just like completely. He'll always like shoehorn in like, yeah, everybody's been tested, yet we're all sitting, everybody here's negative. We're all sitting like 20 feet apart, though.
That's the thing, dude. It's like, I mean, Dave, you're a Bundesliga guy, right?
Yes.
It's like the Bundesliga. Like, okay, so you're all tested. You're all in a locker room together prior to the game. And then when you go out to the field and you're a sub, you're sitting like 6 feet away from each other. And it's like, well, you were just in a locker room, probably like high-fiving, hugging, gassing each other up, like just being around each other. It just makes no sense to
It's
me.
optics.
Yeah, it's
100%.
all optics, but it's so weird.
Also, the funniest thing for me is so Bruce Buffer, the It's Time guy, Michael Buffer's brother. When the fighters get like real amped up, and they'll go over to like fist bump him, and he'll throw out the elbow, so he'll elbow their fist. So it's just awkward.
I kind of like that though.
Yeah.
He's wearing a jacket too. It's just great, man. And to be clear, Sean O'Malley, I think he fights at 135. He's fought at bantamweight and flyweight, so that's a lot of weight to cut. But
Bantam of the Opera.
Bantamweight is the best name.
What does Bantam even mean?
Dude, we used
Spooky
to have,
season.
That was like Bantam was like a level in sports for us. It was like squirts, peewees, bantams, midgets was the hockey
But
hierarchy.
what does Bantam mean?
I have no idea.
Fun and easy bantam.
That's
Bantam's kind of
holster that one, Dave.
It's
Holster
too late.
that one.
Don't delete it.
what does bantam mean?
I don't even know.
Oh, it's a chicken of a small breed, the male of which is noted for aggression.
Oh, that makes sense.
That's good.
That has to be it.
That's good. That's a good name.
We almost named the company Bantam Media.
We still might.
Bantam Burner. Remember that? Bantam Burner LLC.
I told Micah recently. Mike and I were at the pool. Shouts to us for getting a reservation.
I did that right.
And I said something to Micah, and I was like, yeah, do you know the original name of Washed Media? And he was like, no, what? And I was like, Bunsen Burner Media. And he's like, who did? And he's like, no, Dave did that. Never mind.
That was absolutely me.
I can't wait for our 30 for 30 where we're just sitting there talking and we're just like, yeah, Bunsen Burner Media was the old one.
Bunsen. Shout out to him.
Do we even want to talk about Dan Bilzerian saying that he wrote a fucking biography at this point?
No, he's getting flamed though.
What's he getting flamed for right now?
Just people like I maybe not reading the room. Maybe people are saying he's tone deaf.
No one cares about you right now, Dan.
Yeah.
Like all your like his Wikipedia page literally says that he's known for his lavish lifestyle. Everyone's like, dude, shut up.
Yeah, maybe it's a bad look to like his entire brand is to just flex and stunt. And my life is sick and awesome, but like a lot of people's lives aren't sick and awesome. So maybe tone it down. I don't know. It's Dan Bilzerian. Whatever. I don't really care what he does one way or the other. I'm not like a guy that follows him, but he was getting flamed on the Twitter today. And he doesn't even have a name for his own book. He's like crowdsourcing it, and he's going to pay somebody to come up with a name for his biography or autobiography.
He's offering $5,000 to the best book title. I feel like $5,000 for Dan Bilzerian's a little low.
Yeah, that's a drop in the bucket.
Maybe, it's got to be 5 dig.
Why? He started in poker, right? Why does he still have all the money in the world?
His parents are rich.
Okay.
Isn't that correct? He had family money before this.
Yeah, there's something to that. He's had an itch. So I listened to the Rogan with him like 3 or 4 years ago.
I've listened to that entire
Actually,
one.
not a bad one. Like you'll come across thinking like Will was saying before this, he's kind of shy, and it's not that he's unlikable. It's just that like
It's kind of a dud.
it's like it's weird.
His personality is not him. His personality is the life that he portrays everywhere else, it seems. Like, I don't think he actually has any personality or anything interesting about him. But he's got the money and business now to, like, actually do this stuff. Do you want the top comments from people on Instagram regarding what the book should be named?
I do.
Well, the first one is just Weed and Pussy, My Life Story, and that's from Joey Swole. Not familiar with Joey Swole. Someone said Nut Flush, The Rise of Dan Bilzerian.
What is nut flesh?
I don't even know if I want to know.
Okay. These could be like yours too.
Yeah, nut flush. That's what they used to call you.
These are terrible names.
Flush nuts.
All the people commenting are like too into Dan Bilzerian. Oh, dude, like Cleats and Cleavage commented, Crash Course in Weed, Wild Sex, and Big Guns by Dan B.
Oh, yeah, he blows stuff up in
It's
the
just
desert.
it's too much. It sounds like a paper on Dan Bilzerian.
This stinks.
Does anybody remember during the...
Donald Trump Jr. commented.
Oh, okay. DTJ?
Donald Trump Jr. I hate the world we're living in right now. Donald Trump Jr. suggested to Dan Bilzerian on Instagram that he should name his autobiography Horny Goat.
That stinks. Although, actually...
He's doing greatest
upon
of all
review-
time.
Okay.
I'm kind of bummed because I saw that somebody named MTV Jesse, who had a check mark next to their name, commented. It was not Jesse Camp.
Jesse?
Oh, Dan.
What's up? Hey, check out this next video.
Dude,
Far out.
Why are you so good at Jesse Camp? He was... if you want to ever
Does
go...
anybody know who that is? Nobody knows who that is except for me and you. Brett
Yeah.
clearly doesn't. Brett's
No
just
clue.
looking at his computer.
Dude, you were way too young for Jesse Camp.
They did a MTV used to do like a VJ challenge. That's what they called it. That sounds like
What
something
did VJ
else.
sing?
And
They were trying to find the next VJ sing.
they're trying to find the next VJ sing. And it came down to like a Dave, what was that dude's name that actually won?
Yeah, he actually won, and I think he actually's made a very good career for
He
himself.
does stuff, yeah.
he's a
He
full-time
was very
host
by the
still.
book, generic guy.
He
But
should have.
then Jesse was like the people's champ, but people just wanted chaos because Jesse was like a 6'2", lanky, just like kind
it
of
looked like
burnout vibes.
His hair hadn't been washed in weeks.
He was just like, oh yeah, rock and roll, man. He kind of had like a Kyle Mooney quality to him.
Okay, I know that type of guy.
But like you're like, okay, this would be a train wreck, but like he seems like a sweet guy.
Mm-hmm.
So
Well,
I don't know.
if you look up, if you want to see a video of him, and there's a video of him on YouTube. outside of a bar on the phone, and he's just trying to buy Coke from his dealer on the phone, and people are just like videotaping him, and he just doesn't care. Like he's just like, man, yeah.
Get the guy some Coke, man.
I don't know. I think he ended up starting a band, and I don't think it went well. And it wouldn't surprise me if Jesse Camp was just like struggling.
I hope not.
I need to put a face to this.
Dude, he's something else.
Oh God.
He's 40 now, which I would have assumed he was older, but I guess he was probably really young at the time. Let's see. I have his Wikipedia page
He's
up.
missing.
He's 6'4".
He's missing?
No.
No, he's found now. On July
found
24, 2018, the Riverside Police Department camp was found and safe.
Okay. Good for him.
I mean, he was just on a bender, just hanging, dude.
He has the haircut that all the girls had in like 7th grade when they wanted to be like punk chicks.
What a weird guy.
Remember that one?
Yes, that's exactly how he looked though. Like he was just one of the most like weirdest like dudes, but he somehow was
All
likable.
American rejects, dude.
What was the other dude's name?
He was from
Dave,
Granby.
Dave Holmes.
He was from Granby, Connecticut.
Dave
You
Holmes.
know anything about Granby?
Sure don't.
Cool.
Granby.
I don't either.
Connecticut.
Oh,
Shouts to KJ for the sandwich you just put up on Twitter. That's great.
KJ's just killing it. KJ, if you're unfamiliar with KJ, get familiar because he was on our Wednesday happy hour live. Go check it out. And also, Jake Kemp was on there as well.
That was last week. How are we gonna top that?
I don't know if we will. Last week's was great. I had a blast.
Got a lot of positive feedback on it. People were like, "Man, once you guys like an hour in introed your guests, like it really clicked.
It really took off from there. Yep.
People knew
I like that people knew KJ, but not Jake.
Somebody was like, more KJ than somebody. This is in like the Reddit. I don't know where it was in the comments. Like, more KJ. Who the fuck is this guy? I don't know who this guy is, but he's electric.
Speaking of electric, let's talk about bird dogs real quick. You guys know I wore my bird dogs this weekend at the river like a lot.
Hell yeah, dude.
Mm-hmm. It was.
Did they dry quickly?
They dry quickly.
Yeah.
They dry quickly.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, they didn't dry quickly in the sense of I'll just say it. I accidentally peed a little bit in my bird dogs this weekend, and I freaked out, and I had to run them up to the bedroom.
Dude.
Wait, were you in the water when you did this?
No,
Oh.
no, I was in the bathroom, and
Did
Were
you
you
go full
hammered?
big cat?
I was in the water, or I was in the bathroom, and I was wearing my bird dogs for the night because I was like, whatever, we're just chilling at a lake house. Like I don't have anything to worry about.
Yeah.
And I did that thing, and like you know how sometimes you put it away, and then like a little pee comes out.
Yeah.
Too much pee came out, and all of a sudden I was like, oh my god. And I know that bird dogs are the driest fasting shorts in the biz right now, but I was like, you know what? I can't just stand in here for the next couple minutes. People are gonna think I'm like going number 2 or something.
Dude, they're definitely the driest fasting shorts in the business.
Or dry? Did I say driest
Dry
fasting?
as fasting.
It actually works.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've been intermittent fasting. Like who isn't at this
Dude,
point?
dude, look, that's how we won this battle on my gut.
Exactly.
Wearing bird dogs and fasting.
I mean, these things are the utility shorts for just having fun. I didn't need to take them off.
Which ones did you wear?
I have two pairs right now. I wore my gray ones with the blue tops and no belt loops.
Okay.
Okay.
I like that my khaki ones or whatever have the belt loop option in case I want to dress them up.
Yeah, you can dress them up. You can dress
Do
them
you
up.
have the seersucker ones too?
I do.
Yeah, we got the same
Seersucker-
package.
Seersucker's back.
See, I didn't. I got a different package.
You got a different
I got the
package?
seersucker, but I also got the other ones. But
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Seersucker fuck.
Yeah, dude, it's great. That's why like so to pull back the curtain, the ones that I got were too small, and I was like, well, I need like usually if they were too small, then I'd like figure out a way to like give them to somebody else in wash media or whatever. But I was like, I really like these, and I would appreciate if I could get another pair. So we got to make that happen.
All you have to do is return it. They said they'd send it right back.
I know, and I have bad news regarding that. I lost my return label, so I'm having a little trouble.
Oh.
And luckily we have stamps.com. Bird dogs, if you're not familiar, they're gym shorts with a built-in silky soft inner liner that makes underwear obsolete. They also make the best pants you've ever worn. These things are great. We've all worn them. These are going to be my hot weather golf course pants for the rest of the time.
Yeah.
Like, it's too hot right now to wear them, so I can just wear some bird dogs out there. But like, the pants are built for hot days on the golf.
If I ever went pro, that would be my pant of choice.
Oh yeah, baby. Go to birddogs.com, enter promo code STEAM, and guess what? They'll throw in a free pair of nunchucks. Yes, you heard that right. Nunchucks. You'll get an actual weapon along with your bird dogs. That's birddogs.com, promo code STEAM, and boom, a free pair of nunchucks with your pair of bird dogs. You will not take these things off. I promise you. Brett, it's officially time. for your breaking news.
This better be good, man. It's been marinating. Break
Will?
this news.
I'm glad you asked.
I
Dave,
feel like you forgot what it
I'm
was.
glad you asked. No, I got 3 things today. If you
Ooh.
want them,
Are we
Is it a
are we
choose your own
choosing-
adventure?
Yeah, thank
it's
you.
a little choose your own adventure. Do you want to go tourism in Bali?
I do.
Do you want to go? It's hot, hot, hot. Or do you want to go MLB?
I'm going Bali.
Yeah.
Well, tourist Roberts Jacob Matthews, 29 years old.
Time out.
Roberts
3 first names?
with an S, Jacob Matthews.
I don't. This name. I'm sorry. Did he do something that I'm going to regret making fun of him for?
Yeah, he fell into a well, Dave.
Oh, damn it.
He fell into a well 13 feet deep and was
Okay.
rescued after 6 days.
He's alive and well, though?
Live and well.
Okay.
He made it. Here's the thing. If you fall into a well that's like that shallow, aren't you kind of like, yeah, I can just fucking climb out of this thing?
It depends.
How shallow?
13 feet.
Maybe this.
Yeah, isn't
maybe he
that- does
broke
that
his
feel
collarbone.
like-
Isn't that the kind of thing where you put your back up there and just start wiggling your way out?
How wide is said? Like, give me the diameter.
No word.
I see what you're saying, Will. So you use your feet, and like you just kind of pump yourself up with your feet.
Yeah.
I bet he broke like his collarbone or something
It's-
and couldn't climb his way out.
People tried to throw a rope down to him, and he couldn't get out because of his injuries. So,
Wrap
shots
it
to-
around your waist. Okay, easier said than done. I don't know how old this guy
You're
is.
trying to like lasso
He's
somebody
29.
and just rip him out.
That's where we need the cowboys.
Yeah.
The vaquero.
What were those called?
Vaqueros?
No, weren't they like, I don't know.
He's a
What-
safety, right?
Kenny Vaccaro.
Oh, the Church of Cowboy. What was it called?
Cowboy Church.
Cowboy Church.
And, he was being chased by a wild dog, which is kind of ironic because aren't dogs supposed to help you get out of the well?
That's true. You're like, dude, Lassie, what the fuck, dog?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's annoying.
Were there snakes in the bottom of the well? That's
Just
always
water.
a big fear.
just water. He drank out of it to survive.
That's
But-
good. He contaminated it for the local villagers, so thank you.
Yeah.
That just kind of, why are you jumping in wells to evade dogs?
I don't know, man. He must.
Wouldn't you rather climb a tree?
Just pet the good boy.
Yeah. Hey, Will.
Yeah.
104 tomorrow.
Yep.
Dude.
As I saw, so I want to give some credit to Brett. Credit where credit's due. Last week you were very high on telling us the temperatures for this week,
Mhm.
and I acted smart. And I thought to myself, you know what? I'm gonna act quick, and I'm gonna get a pool reservation. So what did I do? I got myself a damn pool reservation. So I will catch me
Good
at
for
the
you.
pool tomorrow when it's 104, from 2 to 4.
Nice.
Just basking in the sun.
I don't hate that.
Basking.
There's news of a cold front coming through,
Good.
It's
and the cold front just means it goes down to 91.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So-
91 means that nights are at least tolerable.
It's going to be a dry heat. Let me give you that good info. So that means it will cool off a little bit at night.
A dry heat? Oh, what does that refer to, being a dry heat?
Humidity.
Humidity.
Lack of humidity.
Low dew point.
I mean, I sweat no matter what.
Yeah.
Like, it's not going to matter if it's dry heat or not.
Dry heat makes my head sweat more. Humid heat gives me swamp ass. Just saying.
Yeah.
Doing
That's
head
fair.
sweat.
Houston, like, the difference between Houston and Austin is tangible when it comes to, like, in Austin, I don't sweat as much. When I'm in Houston, I'm just drenched.
Yeah.
Like, catch me wearing linen everything.
Yeah.
But
There will never be a Houston meetup in the middle of the summer.
unless we're doing it at, like, a hotel bar, so I don't have to leave the hotel that I'm staying at to go down to the bar, and then I can just go to bed after.
We'll do it at like the TGI Fridays at the bottom of the Marriott in Houston. Or whatever.
Perfect.
I was still, you can't really do like an El Tiempo meetup in Houston, can you?
No,
No.
it's too lit.
Too
No.
many people.
Too lit,
That
too many
place is
people, and
a-
you're just
a
sitting
madhouse.
down.
You think Matt's is a madhouse? El Tiempo is the same way,
I'd lo-
if not more.
I'll be at El Tiempo this upcoming weekend, so
All right.
Must be nice, dude.
Yeah.
why don't you just go to Houston? dog?
Your sister-in-law was there. I noticed.
She was.
Is she
yeah.
in Houston?
Yeah, I was very jealous. Very jealous. She sent me a photo of the marks, and I asked her, I was like, can you get me something for tomorrow? I wanted some takeout stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think she did it.
Dude, why don't you come with? It's Caroline's birthday this weekend. We'll just do like a thing.
Because I've binge drank the last 2 weekends straight, and this weekend I'm going to try to not do that.
He's
Not-
doing a dry fast.
But talk to me on Wednesday during this weekend in fun, and maybe you'll catch me drinking all weekend.
Catch you
again.
slipping.
Yeah.
What's the next story? You have two more?
Yeah, the MLB.
No, this is the final one, right?
Yeah, this is the final one. The MLB came out and said they're going to give players 76 games, 75% of the revenue, and sliding scale playoff revenue.
This is a win for the players, correct?
Yes, they budged, but the players according to John Heyman, they're not thrilled still because they want to be paid in full.
Yeah, maybe if I'm ahead of the Players Association or union, whatever they call it, I might just be happy that we're getting paid.
Did you see they're dropping that 30-30 on the summer of
69?
Sosa and McGuire?
No, they are. Are they doing one? We talked about that recently.
Yeah, McGannon had a funny tweet. It was the irony of this being like the summer that saved baseball dropping in the summer that baseball offed itself. Because I mean that's a thought. Like I honestly, if there's not baseball, we got NBA and we're gonna have football. Like I'm probably and we're gonna have golf. Like I'm pretty
golf this
baseball.
week.
I'm
pretty
sorry,
stoked this fall.
sorry to all the
Baseball
baseball fans out there. It's on the power rankings of the sports that are gonna be going on. It is dead last for me right now.
And yes, I'm saying that as a fan of a team that will likely not contend.
75 games is an incredible amount of games for a baseball season, though.
It's perfect.
It's
I, mean, I
perfect.
think we said 92 was originally thrown around. Like anything under 100.
It's just
75 is great. 76.
It'll be perfect if it goes ahead. The players want 100% of their prorated salary, and the owners are just not doing that.
No.
Well, you know what? How about this, Brett? How about billionaires build their own fucking stadiums?
There you go.
I'll say it.
Do you see
Soup is the perfect food.
the memorial tournament's
what's up?
having?
It's Jesse.
Let's just do Can we just do a podcast where we just host it the entire time as Bill Simmons and Jesse Camp?
All right, Bill, but what about the stadium? The taxpayers approved it. The taxpayers approved the bond. They voted. You still think
it's
that?
so stupid.
Soup is good, but have you ever had stew?
Did you workshop this in
No.
your car before you came in today?
I haven't thought about that guy since the last time he came up randomly 3 years ago on this stupid podcast.
We are the only people to ever talk about Jesse Camp in the last 5 years.
Hey, a lot of people are saying. Man, there's going to be 10 people who are familiar with him that are going to appreciate that.
I feel bad for If you are familiar with this, please go on the subreddit and let us know.
Rock and roll, man.
He's so bad. Oh man. Okay. I mean, here's final question before we get out of here for the day.
Yeah.
If they go ahead with the 75 games,
Yep.
and let's say Mike Trout hits 401.
Does it count? No.
No one's giving that credit, right?
I mean, if there's any protectors of the record books in any sport, it's the baseball.
The baseball
hardo.
Ravel-
Old man.
Yeah. Ravel wouldn't give him credit.
Do you think any pitcher could go undefeated?
No. Well, how many minimum?
Yeah.
How many games?
Well, if it's a 75-game season, you got 5 games.
5 starts, right? So you're 15?
Yes.
No. 18. 15 would be 60. Times 5.
Someone could.
Right? No,
No,
75.
it's 15. You'd have to go 15-0, but if you get, but you're not going to go 15-0. You'd probably go 11 or 12-0.
Right.
That would be interesting. That'd be kind of fun to be like, oh, that guy went undefeated.
Undefeated. I mean, people are 14-2? I've seen those
Oh
records.
yeah, I remember this is never mind.
Okay.
I remember I had Cliff Lee on my fantasy team the year that he took off, and I was just like, dude, this guy's never gonna fucking lose a game. He's just the best pitcher ever.
He had that weird lefty arm, those lefties that are way out here. Can't.
It's hard to see,
touch.
pick it up when you're in the batter's box.
Randy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I always had that problem when I faced Cliff Lee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
I just couldn't pick up on it. I couldn't get a taste of the spin until it was too late.
Hey, you want to know the jarring thing? It wasn't really news, but
Yeah, are they doing pickles and stuff?
no. If you add salt to water before boiling it, which I do all the time
You're supposed to do that for pasta.
for pasta, it takes markedly longer to boil.
That makes sense.
And I thought my oven's been fucked up because I've been what
You're
the
boiling
fuck?
water in
I
the
thought
oven?
it made it boil quicker.
Why are you boiling water in the
on
oven?
my range? I mean,
I thought it made it boil quicker. Because
No.
doesn't something with binding onto the.
it increases the salinity, which increases the boiling point.
That means nothing to me.
The salinity of our city. System of a Down.
I think we need to leave.
The pod?
If we're doing System of a Down references regarding boiling water, I think it might be time to go.
Let me get one more. Salt in boiling water. I want to
Also-
make sure. Adding salt does the very opposite of making water boil faster. All right.
Well-
It's on mental floss. Is that
Okay.
even legit?
I'll expose myself that when I said to you, makes sense. I had no backing for why that would actually make sense. It was just like, oh yeah, for sure, dude. Cool.
It also does something. I think it something about the freezing thing, because you can make ice cream with like salt and water and milk much easier than, I don't know. Google it.
What is?
How
Was
long-
this a news story or just a fun fact you're sharing?
It's a fact that came across my timeline.
Oh, okay.
That's gross. Cool.
I didn't know if this was is like a big breakthrough.
Speaking of though, if my oven, if I cook something at 450, it's not 450. How do I reconcile that?
You call your apartment and you're like, my oven stinks.
It stinks.
How old is the oven?
Stinks. That's a great question.
How do you know it's not 450?
Because it's just like something tells me to cook something at 450 for 20 minutes, and I take it out after 20 minutes, and it needs like 10 more minutes.
Yeah, I think that's most ovens.
Okay.
I feel like that's they don't really get up to
It's
that.
a shitty oven.
You got to keep it shut.
I
If
do.
it's getting to 450, you'll feel it outside of the oven. Like 450 is hot.
I just remember from the Merriman Christmas cocktail hour,
Hot bread, Z.
we were trying to make those the stuffed jalapenos wrapped
Yeah.
in bacon, and we're like, why it just won't fucking cook.
People thought the bacon was undercooked, but I ate 3 of those things and I was fine.
Thank you.
They were good.
Klein mostly.
Klein thought they were.
Klein likes his bacon
Well, eat the bacon.
he likes bacon like chips, where you can just like brittle them apart.
There's a time and place for that, but not with this particular food item.
No.
Thank you, Dave.
No.
So, we can go now. It's fine.
Yeah, I'm all set.
Sweet. I had a BLT this weekend with some really good bacon.
love
on
a
it,
good
so,
BLT.
Yep. All right, guys. We'll be back tomorrow. Make sure, hey, if you haven't done it already, watch American Pie. It's going to be fun.
Ooh, tomorrow's going to be a good one.
Patreon.com/Circling Back Podcast. And keep an eye out for Wednesday's Happy Hour Live and Wednesday's episode. But we'll see you guys tomorrow.
Bye.